Story in the papers I've got to ask you about Donald Trump.
Speaking of early childhood.
Oh, you think he's a classic example?
Well, let's talk about what his niece Mary says about him. He's a functioning sociopath. And the early childhood, the father was... What?
I wouldn't use the word function.
Well, that's what she says. Let's take out the F word.
There's a number of things going on with him. So, firstly, he said he won't run again if he loses the election. Let's see that.
Let's see that.
If you're not successful this time, do you see yourself running again in 4 years?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I think that will be it. I don't see that at all.
82. He'd be 80. But anyway, irrelevant. I interviewed Trump, and when you see the eyes of a sociopath, let's be nice about it. Not psychopath, but, let's not slur the... Let's be kind. This isn't human.
This is
revenge.
Do you know
anger.
what a sociopath is, Danny? Yeah. Give me your definition. I'm never sure. I never really know. What sort of diseased relationships is it that, or
it's no feeling at all?
No feeling at all.
It's almost his ability to remove himself from himself and have no emotion, no empathy, no.
There's nothing. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see then Rubio's interview with Trump in 2000. You asked why he wanted to run for president, and things got awkward.
I mean, it is an acquisition of power.
No,
Would
it's
you
something.
love the people so
I love
much?
the country. I love the United States. And to be honest, if I didn't think I could do a really good job, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm tired of being ripped off as a country. When I look at so many other countries, not yours so much, but are you ready?
You won't speak to me when the camera moves?
Well, I figure I'm answering it in front of the camera. I mean,
you wouldn't talk to me if the camera wasn't here? Be honest.
I'd love to talk to you if the camera wasn't.
No, honestly, if you ever saw me in a restaurant, would you talk to me?
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not your type. I'm not your type. I'm too short.
No, you're a very attractive woman.
Oh, is he vicious?
I didn't realise how bad his hair was then.
But it would, to me, if the
Roadkill.
camera moved, I would stop talking as well. If you're being interviewed and the camera can't be bothered to film you, why would you continue talking?
The point is the viciousness that's coming off his face. I think even they couldn't stand it. The hatred.
Marina's repulsed by him.
I just think I am absolutely repulsed by the man.
Yeah,
but also the thing about him not running though, I actually think that's more to do with he's spoken openly about the fact that he said to his supporters, "You won't have to do this again in 4 years. If we win this, you won't have to do this again."
Well, I see. You mean there won't be elections?
Precisely.
Ooh.
What was he inferring when he said that?
Well, but he's also said, because there's a lot going on with him at the moment, that if he's elected, rather than if he's not elected, if he's elected, he will travel to Mars. So have a listen to this. Right?
Thank God.
Lead the world in space. Remember, I did Space Force. I did that. I rebuilt the military. I did a lot. But we have Space Force, first time in 79 years, since Air Force. First time, think of it, Space Force, and now we're leading in space over Russia and China. They were killing us when I took over, and now we're leading. But military, we're going to reach, and it's my plan. I'll talk to Elon. Elon, get those rocket ships going, because we want to reach Mars before the end of my term. We want to do it. And we want to have also great military protection in space, because that's where it's going to be at.
Okay, I thought you were saying he was going to go. So I may have misunderstood that. It's extraordinary, isn't it?
That I'm so ashamed of my people. There was a time, to be an American, but now the fact that he even has one vote is appalling. But the fact that he has such a close, the race is close. Who are these? Who are these?
Oh, who are they? I know, it's unreal.
Well, he's so angry. He's so angry that people get their anger, thinking, he represents that. And
well, we can work this out logically, because we had Boris Johnson, and the answer is that there's a move towards populism and very powerful communicators that's caused by an incredible disaffection that goes back
you could say
to
that,
the banking
but you could
crash,
say that
actually.
about Hitler too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not comparing, but yeah.
Are we allowed to? Yeah, I am. I mean, this is a dangerous man. I sat with him. You can feel evil. That's all I'm saying.
Really?
I never thought that, but you feel... I had to take baths for the next 10 years to get this out of me. It's toxic. He's a dangerous man, and what he says is a lie.
I think, Danny, there's one of the problems with him and maybe with Boris as well, in a way, is that people can really be entertained by them, even if they don't really like them. And so they get away with loads of stuff.
He gets away with whatever he wants, effectively. My biggest worry would be that Americans will vote for him still.
That's what's terrifying.
Yeah,
But it's
and
50-50. No one can call this.
And
now think he's gonna win.
that's the
Well,
biggest
actually,
problem.
The
isn't it?
man who has correctly predicted the last, I think it's president since '64, has come out and said it's going to be Kamala Harris.
Let's
who's
put
that?
money on it.
Who is it?
I actually forgot his name, but he's well known, very well known.
Ruby would
I
know,
mean, I
Ruby
just
would
don't
know
know.
more, but I would worry when it comes down to it, and I ignore all the polls. Will enough Americans vote for a woman president? That would be
And a woman of colour.
that would be my biggest concern.
And what's gonna
knowing
happen
knowing
if
the
he does
whole
win?
history.
Imagine the revenge on her.
This is what I'm saying. So that would be my biggest
But also,
worry.
if he doesn't win and then claims it was stolen, which they're all saying.
Yeah.
So Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, they're already coming out, these billionaires in support of Trump, saying if it's close, it's because the Democrats would have stolen it, which I think is a very dangerous place.
Let us see. I think that we might have had our
Bonfire Vanity. Did you read that book?
Which one?
Tom Wolfe, Bonfire Vanity.
Oh, yeah, of course,
It ends in
yeah.
chaos and
Incredible.
madness.
Yeah.
This is. Let's mark the end of a civilization. Sorry. to be
Well, let's see.
dramatic.
Let's see. You know, he said he's
What do
going
you think is? Who do you think is going to win?
Well, when he had the assassination attempt, I thought that's it. He's got it in the bag. But actually, strangely, the bullet missed Trump and hit Biden, is what they always say, because Biden had to then pull out.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that's what then made it harder for Trump, because he can't quite work out what to say about Kamala. I mean, saying she used to be black, I don't know what all that stuff doesn't
You're
really
very
work.
good.
Yeah.
You're very good at
She
Trump.
became black. That really weird stuff. She's strange. She's a comrade Kamala.
No, we're talking about somebody
laughing like a hyena. He can't work out what to say.
No, but
you know.
if somebody had lost their mind, and each time you go, can you believe it? They tried to eat my car. Everything is, he's nuts.
Yeah.
So
Well,
why
this
don't we
thing
just
about
say,
the-
let's box it in. This guy is crazy.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, but then there's nothing wrong with crazy, as they
And he
always say.
cheats at golf. That's the
He
worst.
cheats at golf.